Hello YouTube, I have pressed the record button. This should be being recorded for posterity, and hopefully you're up for a bit of Dwarf Fortress, because otherwise you have seriously misclicked, my friend, and you may as well sling your hook. That's it, get out of here. If you're not interested in Dwarf Fortress, you can fuck off. Right, now we've only got the cool kids left. Let's take a look at what these traders have brought us, and also allow me to undo the button on my... Oh my god, I already have. I'm getting pretty fat. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We've got some bars, and I'm going to buy all those sight unseen, no questions asked, because why not? I love a few bars. I like making stuff out of metal. Let's get ourselves some of these uncut gems as well. Do I want to buy the blocks? I don't think I do. That's a little bit too much. Do I want silk ropes? You know what? I can afford to have more ropes. Why not? We've got the trade value. My balls are almost priceless, and therefore will allow us to buy pretty much whatever we want from whoever we want. A new instrument that we haven't seen before. A railgar stanier or a chalk stanier. Well, the chalk one is worth considerably more, so let's take a look at it. And also, because it's a musical instrument, we will just allow Mr. Swerwer the dignity of not having his music defiled by my efforts. There we go. So, a chalk stanier. This is a chalk stanier. It is encircled with bands of well-crafted, square, brilliant-cut morganites. The stanier is a mid-sized, handheld percussion instrument. It consists of a stone bar. The musician plucks the bar. The instrument has a single, mid-high pitch. The instrument has a delicate, bright, light, focused timbre. Now, some of you may be looking at this and thinking, plucks the bar? What? What are you talking about? Well, I put it to you that what we are seeing here is something that many of us will have come across during our educational lives. You remember the steel rules? You remember the steel rulers in school? Put them on the edge of the table. Brrr, brrr. That's what this is. When you say bar, when it says bar, you think like prison window bar, like a tube bar, or a bar of soap. No. A steel rule is also a bar. This is a dong kind of sound. So, let's have a little look. A single mid-high pitch. The instrument has a delicate, bright, light, focused timbre. Okay, so delicate, bright, light at mid-high pitch. I think it sounds like this. Dong, 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 dong. Brrr. There we go. That's just my interpretation of the stanier. Hopefully you find that compelling. If not, there's nothing I can do about that. We are, however, going to buy both the railgar and the chalk stanier. What does an earthenware golast look like? I feel like we've seen the earthenware golast, but let's give it another pop. This is an earthenware golast. The yoke is made from copper. The sound chest is made from earthenware. The strings are made from giant cave spider silk. The golast is a large, hand-held, silk-stringed instrument with a metal yoke and a ceramic body. The strings are suspended from the yoke down to the body, and the musician plucks the 47 main strings. 8 drone strings are occasionally plucked. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 5-octave range, going from a low to a very high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a choppy, steady timbre. It has 3 registers. The low register has a strong, vibrating, piercing timbre. So, strong, vibrating and piercing, yet also choppy and steady. Interesting. I'm going to have a quick catch-up with chat. And make sure I'm not missing any important information. Drift. Okay, drift it is. Drift. Sorry, I got a bit confused there. Jiggles the Fet says, I'm always curious as to how many subs others have. Having just hit affiliate on Sunday, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm doing compared to others. You know what, Jiggles? Don't compare yourself to other people. It's not worth it. Don't compare yourself to people who've got lots of viewers and subs. As I see it, I mean, you put the effort in, you do it for long enough, you do it frequently enough, you get a decent number of people watching, you know. They've put in the hours and the effort. That's all it is. It's not all it is. There is a level of, you know, a brick a single brick is never going to be a great streamer, but you know what I mean. Just enjoy yourself, and it'll happen. It'll happen. It's nice. It's good. It's good. Where were we? This is the place for quality Paul's Fortress. That's true. Well, I don't know about quality. Paul's Fortress for shortress, but quality? Maybe. It's a triangle. Oh, you mean the you don't pluck a triangle though. You hit it. You go ding, not boom. Oh, okay. There's a Twitch. Oh, there's a few sites that do Twitch stats. What was the one I looked at before? I forget the name. There's been a few around. I need the dwarves to be able to make and play theremins. Ooh. I do love a good theremin. There was a guy, what's he called? Peter Pringle. Look him up. I think he's called Peter Pringle. Does a load of sort of music on historical instruments and stuff like that, but he's also got a sideline in theremin music. Well worth a watch. Dwarf Fortress on the main page. Do we have enough of a community? I'm not sure we do. I mean, actually, that's not true. No, Blind's been front page. Blind's been front page playing Dwarf Fortress, I'm pretty certain. And did Cupo ever get on the front? I don't know if he's still here, but I don't know. I feel like I've definitely seen Dwarf Fortress on the front page. It's not common, but it's definitely happened. It's definitely happened. Buttermut Squash says, I'd watch a brick. Well, I mean, why not? That's feel free. Feel free. Once it hits Steam, it may happen more often. To be honest, I think there's going to be a bit of a boost when the Steam version comes out. Already, just having it announced, there's been a lot of people coming on. Tidy, 130k? What's 130k? Oh, the frames per second. Yes, I mean, don't worry, they're uncapped. This number's more representative. Anyway, where were we? Choppy and steady, but also vibrating, piercing. And it's a plucked string instrument with 47 strings. Okay, I'm imagining it being something like a sitar, maybe? A metal and ceramic sitar with cave spider silk strings. Ding, 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 ding. But it's got to be choppy, vibrating, and piercing. But also low. Okay. Okay, the snowman, whatever. I don't know why I went for that. The middle register begins at mid-low pitch and has a wobbling, vibrating, fragile timbre. So, slightly higher pitch. There's a lot of words that seem very similar. Wobbling, vibrating, choppy. Wobbling, vibrating, fragile. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Is that good? I'm not sure. This instrument feels like it's a dud so far, but we'll carry on. The high register begins at mid-high pitch and has a full, focused, vibrating, harsh timbre. Ding, 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 ding. Good? Good enough. Good enough for the basic efforts. What about a green glass shizek? Has anyone ever seen a green glass shizek in the wild? This is a green glass shizek. The keyboard is made from grizzly bear bone. The case is made from green glass. I wonder if it's got any pictures of lettuces on it. The bells are made from clear glass. Glass bells. Oh, this sounds like one that needs a lot of replacement parts. On the item is a well-designed image of the mirth of waves, the allanite cabinet in chromite. The shizek is a mid-sized, hand-held glass musical instrument, above which hang 22 glass bells. The musician uses a bone keyboard to select which of these bells are struck. The instrument has a 4.5 octave range, going from a mid-low to an extremely high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a sharp, fluid timbre. It has 2 registers. The low register has a full, pure, wavering timber. So sharp and fluid, but also full, pure, and wavering. Okay, so mid-low. So it's a donger. We've got to remember this is a bell instrument, so it dongs. Then again, glass bells. Do glass bells dong or do they ding? Because I think metal bells dong, for sure. Our rough, heavy dongs from earlier certainly made sense, but with glass bells, it's got to be a ding, right? Ding! Put full, pure, and wavering, but also sharp and fluid, and mid-low. Ding! 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 Dink, you say, not dinging. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know where the pop came from. Anyway, the high register begins at high pitch and has a light, wispy timbre. Ding, 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 ding. I feel like I never do the bells enough justice, but we'll get there one day. An earthenware basin. Basin? Excuse me. This is a finely crafted earthenware basin. It is decorated with baguette-cut green glass gems and encircled with bands of well-crafted giant grey langur tooth. The keyboard is made from copper. The console is made from earthenware. The pipes are made from earthenware. The bellows is made from beast of drown esteem leather. The basin is a huge stationary ceramic musical instrument which uses a leather bellows to pressurize air, ultimately blowing it through any of 438 ceramic pipes. The musician directs air through chosen pipes by playing a metal keyboard. The instrument has flue pipes and free reed pipes. The instrument has an 8-octave range going from an extremely low to an extremely high pitch. It has 4 registers. The low register has a nasal muddy timbre. So, low, nasal, and muddy. I'm going too low. We need the pitch shifter. Or I cannot do this instrument justice. Are we ready? Close enough. The middle register begins at low pitch and has a smooth, wispy timbre. So it's a low pitch, smooth and wispy. The high register begins at middle pitch and has a full, strained, fluid timbre. So full, strained, and fluid. And at middle pitch. It's too high. It's not even full. That sounded strained, but neither full nor fluid. I think fluid means it flows from note to note. So okay, it's not the best. As we go higher up, we're getting worse, but we'll go a bit further. The top register begins at mid-high pitch and has a liquid, rich timbre. So liquid and rich. Oh, Um, Okay, I don't think I'm doing it perfect justice, but I feel like the lower pitched areas sounded a bit better. Just a little bit better. Let's buy it. I like the idea of a 400 and something pipe ceramic organ. Sounds cool. How about a wombat bone rimad? Okay, let's have a little look. This is a well-crafted wombat bone rimad. The bowl is made from wombat bone. The mallet is made from stoneware. The rimad is a large stationary percussion instrument. It consists of a bone bowl. The musician strikes the bowl with a ceramic mallet. The instrument has a single mid-low pitch. The instrument has an evolving, sparse, harsh timbre. So it's a struck bone bowl with a ceramic mallet. Single mid-low pitch. Is it a dong? Is it a ding? Is it a dink? Sounds pretty dank, to be honest. Single mid-low pitched. Evolving, sparse, harsh timbre. Dink! Dink! No. Ding! 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 Does that sound like a bone bowl being struck with a ceramic mallet? I'm not going to lie, feels a bit difficult, that one. That one feels a little bit in the weeds. I'm not entirely sure I'm ever going to grasp the rimad fully, but what the hell? We've made it through the musical instruments. Like a steel drum or like a gong? Hello, Mikey H1285. Thanks for joining us. I just want to know when the Phantom of the Opera shows up. Well, let me know. They'll be coming through that door, most likely. If they come through the French windows, I'll be able to see them. It'll be fine. Don't worry. I think whether a bell dings or dongs, says Butterbutt Squash, depends on the size more than the material. I'm not sure. Even a high-pitched small dong is a dong, and I think all metal bells dong. Whereas glass bells, it's more of a dink, right? Surely. I mean, you could be right. Imagine trying to sleep with this going on. Hopefully, no one's woken up upstairs, but we'll see. It's 1:45 in the morning. Chances are the sleep right now is pretty deep. We'll soon find out. If someone comes through that door, we'll know that I was getting a bit too loud. And it wouldn't be the first time I've woken my family up making stupid noises in the middle of the night. Certainly not for streaming either. Far too viscous, says Mikey. Oh, okay. Well, I gave it a go. Was that? Did you guys hear that? Okay. Sounded like something falling over. Must have been something falling over. Steel drum or a gong? Well, what that? Didn't we just have? Oh, the bone bowl. A steel, yeah, like a Caribbean steel drum. Does sound with well, that's a single note drum. So Oh, I'm the rebranded Japs 1285 due to that being racially insensitive now, I guess, and not wanting to upset anyone in this day and age. I suppose so. Is it? I don't know if that is. I mean, it probably is. If anyone complained about it, then don't take my word for it. But I don't feel like the Japanese would be too upset by that, would they? Would they? I don't know. But don't. Twitch Auto Mod didn't like it. Well, in that case, let's step back and think about it and not do it. Not do it. Even small dongs are still dongs. That's right, Revelin. That's right. It was the Phantom. It could be. I don't think it is child stealth eating pizza. We don't have any pizza. And if they'd managed to get all the way behind me over to the fridge, no. No kiddies. No kiddies right now. I think they're still asleep. I think we're good. Well, there we go. Yes, best to be safe than sorry. Best to be safe. Anyway, where were we? We were looking at musical instruments, but we're finished with that. Let's keep looking down and see if there's anything interesting. Cat in a cage, you in a cage, zinc cage, copper cage, you in a cage. Not seeing anything exciting here. Foltig's creature extract. Don't think so. Doesn't seem very useful to me. Let's keep going down here. Excuse me, burping away. I don't like the look of wooden training weapons. I don't think we need to buy any weapons. I want to create my own to power up my crafts dwarves. Beast of Leto leather tunic. Oh my goodness. Do you think it's that's Duke Leto Atreides? I doubt it. I doubt it. Dog of Udil Tollis leather shirt. Oh my goodness. There are a lot of failed experiments knocking around, aren't there? Gloves, mittens, bags, yeah. Chests. I could start collecting sand, couldn't I? And again, we've got an infinite supply of sand in the fortress. Do I really want to start spending trade credits on stuff? Large diamonds? Meh. Let's buy all their anvils, because they'll never end up being not useful. They've got plenty of steel as well, so we can always melt them down for armour. And we'll go with the llama intestines, slug eyes, and leopard spleen, which sounds more like a Shakespearean witch's brew than a menu of food items, but whatever. Whatever, Dwarf Fortress, I'll have to accept that. I'll have to let it go. Garlic bulbs, caper leaves, blah blah blah, raspberries, and then some thread. May as well, we've got a hospital now, I'm sure it's being all used. Do I want to buy these bronze greaves? No. Not interested. Only interested in the chin of Jimmy Greaves. That's any Greaves I care about. Giant Ren leather backpack? No. Menacing bismuth bronze spike? Seems a bit superfluous. Let's buy some cheese. Why not? Everybody likes cheese. Well, not everybody, but I like cheese. Pig cheese? Fine splints, fungi wood splints. You know what, I haven't made any splints. We may as well buy splints and crutches. We may not have any in the fortress. Let's just get them for the hospital. Why not? A giant lizard bone Shizek keyboard. Oh my goodness. Unusual boarded rims. Interesting. Let's have a little look at this book. What's this got going for it?
This is a giant mole parchment scroll. The rollers are made from selenite. Written on the item is a guide entitled Unusual Boarded Rims, authored by Munosh Evenkar. It concerns the fortress boarded rims. The writing is depressing, yet it has a very serious tone. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Do we want a depressing book about unusual boarded rims? I feel like it's one of those sort of travelogues that deals with the seedy side of life. It's going to be like, oh yeah, but this person who was forced into sexual slavery for most part of their life, and you'll be like, oh god, this is depressing. Why am I even reading it? I need to know, I must bear witness. I'm about to go to a very dark place. Foundations of Speech Castles. Let's take a little look at this. This is a well-crafted elk parchment scroll. The rollers are made from stibnite. This object menaces with spikes of lapis lazuli and levin opal. On the item is an image of socks in quartzite. Written on the item is a guide entitled Foundations of Speech Castles, authored by Cadol Pattenclasps. It concerns the fortress Speech Castles. The writing is somewhat self-indulgent. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Again, I'm not that interested in these travel books and books about places. We're not buying it. A Rimad mallet display case, a cassiterite-bound codex. I do love my codices. Let's take a little look. This is a cassiterite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page guide entitled Doubts About the Fort, authored by Cod Clobbergem. It concerns the fort Dead Tome. The writing is completely serious. Overall, the prose is passable. Sounds interesting, but we're not buying it. Have I got everything out of this trade that I wanted? All the bars, all the food, had a look at the instruments. I mean, that's all we really need, isn't it? Do I want anything else? I don't think I do. I mean, I could buy some shit for melting down, but I feel like that's overkill right now. Let's try and get 11 grams worth of balls on the table so the traders can feel satisfied. I've got the balls of satisfaction. Is that enough? 7 grand profit. Holy shit. Let's remove one of these balls. There we go. Are you sure you want to trade the selected goods? I am sure. Olon seems very happy about the trading. Good. He also now appears to only have one page of... Oh no.
not just one page of goods. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. Right, trade done. Let's release our trader and allow everybody to start moving things into the appropriate stockpiles. That'd be good, wouldn't it? There seems to be a lot of hanging around about the river going on. Is that fisher dwarves, or is that people getting drinks? Because I did build a well specifically for drinking from, if you're not a boozy type, which you should be, because you're a dwarf. How's our booze stockpile doing? Let's have a little look. Drinks. 126 dwarven wine. Let's not cook with that. Or the finger millet beer, or the foxtail millet beer. Lovely. Okay, so we've got materials. We've got booze coming into the fortress, it seems, so we don't need to panic too much. Now, the stockpiles for furniture and whatnot being built look like they're kind of taken care of. Our bone stockpile is looking good. We've got all our miasmal stockpile stuff out on the surface. That's good. What do I need to do here? What do I need to do? The spice must flow. You know that the Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, blah 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 blah. If they got it, they deserved it. Oh my goodness, I can't remember what you're referring to there, but it sounds very eye for an eye. Very exciting. What am I doing? What's my next step? It looks like my miners are taking an incredible amount of time to dig this out. It also looks like my miners are not fully trained up, because this guy's not dressed like a miner. He's a bone carver. Okay, some people can't. Some people are too depressed. Ragnar Lodbrok, very sad. What's going on here? Needs melt designated item. That's fine. Let's go to a therapist quickly and have a little look at what our dwarves are up to. Let's just have a quick read. Population seems stable. That's good. Let's sort by nothing and let's check what our mining squad is like. We do have quite a few miners, although 2 of them are very unhappy. And Ragnar has sunk into depression. So I feel like we need to get some dwarves trained up. We need to get some dwarves trained up in the art of the mine, and digging out these stone tunnels is not really going to get them any better at their job. You should rebrand my dwarf too if he's not already dead. That's a very good point. Let's do that. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Let me see. Has nickname. Where's the old name? There it is. Set nickname. For now, we'll just call you Mikey. Mikey. There we go. Commit. Something Padishah Emperor. That's right. And Sardaukar as well. Padishah Sardaukar. Why not? Why not? Ooh, Sal. Yes, a clothing industry. That does make sense, doesn't it? Let's go back to the fortress quickly and head. I feel like we need to dig this tunnel first to put rooms off. Then again, we could do the clothing industry on the same floor as the stone industry. Just dig this tunnel a little bit further and everything will be hunky-dory. Sorry, well, first things first, we need to dump the allanite in this stockpile, don't we? So we'll do that. We'll get this allanite, we dump it all, and then we will go into the stock screen and unforbid all of the wheelbarrows. WHEELBARROW. Now, I want to filter out. Is there any way I can undump all? Shift C, clear all. Shift E. What's Shift C? Fuck. Shift E. Oh, okay, that was clear all jobs. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So Shift N for no flags. Let's get rid of that one. No, Control N. Ah, that's good. That's good. So now all I have to do is go down and undump all of these bad boys. Now, if I filter out all the ones that have jobs, is that going to lose me a load? Let's see. Control J. Yeah, it does. Okay, whatever. Whatever. God, Dwarf Fortress, come on, give me a break. There we go. Let's just go down now, get rid of all these. Lovely. Maybe I should start going from the bottom. That's what he said. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. You can do this, scoundrel. There's got to be a more efficient method than this, right? There's got to be a more efficient method than this to get all the wheelbarrows undumped, right? Then again, maybe there's not. Maybe I have discovered the most efficient method and I am merely being a dreamer. Maybe I'm just an insufferable madman thinking that there could possibly be, any kind of better way. That's it. There we go. And the next one, dunk. And the final 6 wheelbarrows. Lovely. There we go. And now they should start shifting some of that allanite into the dump. Very nice. Sardaukar are worse Fremen knockoffs after Muad'Dib teaches them the weirding way. I suppose that is pretty true. That is pretty true. Fremen are the dog's bollocks and the bee's knees. Imagine a creature with dog's bollocks but bee's knees. Horrific. It'd be like the fly, except instead of flies and people mixing, it would be dogs and bees. Very strange. Most of your clothing materials come from near the farm. That's true. That power bottom. Quite right. Yes, and also the farm is on a heavily soil-based level, which gives me an opportunity for levelling up my miners, doesn't it? If we dig out a shitload of... Okay, here's my plan. I'm going to make some clothing-based stockpiles from this area here. Or am I? You know what I actually am going to do? I'm going to dig a tunnel up here to about there. Just to level up my miners. In fact, let's make that priority 2 dig. Let's make that really high priority. Like that. There we go. That'll get them up quick, and those that are shit will get better, and those that are good, well, they're not going to do anything because they're currently in a state of catastrophic psychological meltdown. But hey, things could be worse. They could be on fire. Let's go and quickly look at my metalworking zone. How is the order for breastplates coming along? Not bad. They're doing it. They're doing it at least. I'm going to go to a therapist quickly. I won't take you guys with me. I'm just going to look at what my best armour smith looks like. Who's my best armour smith? Ooh, we've got one guy with the skill at all, and he's level 10, so soon he's going to be unable to start making stuff. Shit. Do I want to train up more armour smiths, or do I just want this guy to get better and better? Okay. I'm thinking, let's order some of... I don't want to start with steel armour, do I? I want to start my guys off with lightweight armour, so they get good at using armour, and then move them into heavy steel. Is the barracks getting the use it deserves? I don't think it is it? Because our military is 2, 3, 4 people, and it looks like we've lost a couple because we've got gaps. We've got gaps in the list. Oh dear. It seems like the orbs of fame are not in the best position right now. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's have a look at our stock of bars. We've assigned a better bookkeeper, so presumably we can see what we've got now. We've got 1 iron bar, we've got 160 gold bars, we've got 7 silver, 285 copper. Let's unforbid the copper. Is that even forbidden? It was forbidden. Nickel bars, zinc bars. Look at this graph! Bronze bars, brass bars, steel bars, platinum bars, tin bars, fine pewter bars. Got quite a bit going on. Really it's copper and gold, and that's about the best shit we can manage. But, you know what? We can melt down... silver. We should make hammers. Now there's a thing. Okay, so, new stockpile. We're going to make this one a weapons stockpile. PP. We're going to say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, like that. We're going to click on it. We're going to say all we want in here is silver hammers, bang bang Maxwell, all that jazz. Forbid, don't want trap components. Metal, forbid all metals, I only want silver. This is a very specific stockpile. Weapons, warhammers and maces? No, we're just going to go with warhammers. Warhammer! I'm going to click here, and there. Add weapons and ammunition, silver, warhammer. I'm going to say Alt-W, please keep a stockpile of 5 to 10 silver warhammers in stock. However, I'm also going to set this bad boy to take no masterwork or artifact, and B, an auto melt stockpile. Is that Shift M? Shift M, lovely. So we're going to melt down any silver hammers that don't quite reach masterwork or artifact status, and then once that's done, hopefully we'll end up with a really nice weaponsmith. Just going to check to see we have a weaponsmith. The fortress has no weaponsmiths and nobody... Oh, hang on a minute. No, hang on. What's this? Ah, I've been searching for weaponsmiths and armoursmiths. Okay. I've actually got 2 armoursmiths, a level 10 and a level 5. And with weaponsmiths, we've got a level 15 called Dobar. So, to be honest, he's legendary already. He's very unlikely to produce any non-masterwork materials, right? Okay. So in that case, we need to start an armoury. And I'm going to do that over in the barracks. And I'm going to start by saying I want a weapons stockpile. I'm not going to allow any bins in it. And I'm going to say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Oh, fuck sticks. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's a 10 square stockpile. We click on it. Say S. Come down to weapons and trap components. We forbid everything except for silver warhammers. And we also say I am only interested in masterwork and artifact. No exceptional shit. Exceptional shit gets melted. Just the way it goes, baby. Just the way it goes. There we go. Oh, also I need to get rid of the bins. No bins on this one. No bins. So that's C. Capital C. There we go. Good. So that should be good. That should be good. I should probably also do some other weapons in there, shouldn't I? I should probably start getting swords made. Maybe looking at what skills my dwarves have. Question mark? Query? Conundrum? As long as Jeff Goldblum was in it, I'd watch it. Oh, I see. The Fly. Yes, I like the 80s remake of The Fly. Some people poo-poo it. I was listening to a podcast by the good friends of Jackson Elias, a podcast whose ideas I'm usually on board with, but they were poo-pooing the 80s David Cronenberg Fly as some kind of schlock bullshit. And I was like, well, I think it's a pretty good movie, actually. So there you go. Buckets. Yes, that was something that was being suggested. Where are my carpenters? Here they are. P, I'm guessing furniture for buckets. Probably not, but whatever. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. There we go. Click on that. Change the settings. Go to the furniture. Forbid them all apart from buckets. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll put an order in for buckets. Add U for buckets. Nope. What are buckets? E. Okay. Alt W. Yes. Shift A. Enter. Bang. Keep buckets in stock. Nice. Powerful workflows. Good. So this tunnel down here, has this been dug out fully? Not yet, but we have diverted our diggers over to here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... I'm going to dig a big storeroom. Right? This storeroom here is going to be a storeroom designed for containing all that lovely clothing materials. And then on this side we're going to create some little rooms for our... In fact, you know what? I'm going to model it after my my usual workshops for the metal place. Just going to do that. Oh, fart nuggets. There we go. That's better. We also need an entryway into this one, and an entryway up here, because even though no one will ever use it, why not? Why not? Excuse me having a little glug on my chamomile tea. Very tasty. This, I need to put at a higher... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's let them dig out the end of this little tunnel here. There's not... In fact, actually, even better idea. Bam. What? Let's try that one again. Bam. We'll shorten the tunnel. Lovely. Now that they've got nothing to dig except those soil bits, which will result in much faster levelling. Which is what we want. We want very levelled lads and lasses. Levelled people. Is this a bucket stockpile as well? It is a bucket stockpile. Okay. In that case, do I need the other bucket stockpile? Ah, we may as well. We may as well. We'll sort them. If we have problems with the bucket bottleneck, we'll deal with it when the bucket bottleneck problems arise. But for now, we'll just act as if buckets don't bottleneck. How big can the rooms be before roof collapses happen? I think they can get pretty big. I think the roof has to be disconnected to actually collapse. Although I could be wrong. You may need to put that question to bigger brains than mine. Yep, Druidsmead says as big as you like. I'm willing to go with what Druidsmead says. I am willing to bet that he is correct. Okay, so are we seeing any hammers appearing yet? No, not yet. Are we seeing any armour appearing yet? No. Also not yet. But that's fine. Part of me wants to start separating out all the different types of bars, but also maybe that would be too much faffing around. What the hell? Bins? Oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. It's just for the melty stuff. No need to worry. I could actually put the lower tier spiked copper balls in here as well, couldn't I? Get them automated. Let's have a little look. Weapons, trap components, spiked balls. Let's auto melt any spiked balls that aren't quite good enough. And then we'll have a higher quality of balls to bang on the trading table, which will be good. There used to have cave-ins based on room size, but I think that was before they added the Z levels, so it's when Dwarf Fortress all went along on one plane. But don't take my word for it. I could be very wrong. In fact, I am highly likely to be wrong. Ah, they've refilled the allanite. That's good. Which can only mean one thing. It's time to unforbid a shitload of wheelbarrows again. Hooray! Oh, they're using allanite from the stockpile. Very exciting. However... Oh wait, they haven't dumped it all yet. Okay, they're just refilling it as they go. That's fine. We'll get it sorted. Don't panic. Everybody calm down. Cooleth thine jets. Looks like all the smoothing's been done on this floor. Has all the engraving been done yet? No, not yet. They're on it though. They're engraving. It's fine. Absolutely bloody fine. Okay, so our armour and our silver hammers are getting made. That's good. That's the Craft Dwarves levelling up. Very exciting stuff. I mean, I could go through and order... No, I don't want my military wearing copper armour in the end. We'll wait. We'll level up the armour smith and then we'll think about actually making the shit we want to wear. Well, we could also, once we've levelled up some of these miners, start going deep and looking for a bit of candy, couldn't we? A little bit of sweet, sweet candy. I want candy. All very exciting. Have they gathered all the allanite out of these nearby rooms yet? No, not even close. Although having said that, that's why I like That's allanite. I think all of this in this room is allanite, so we could just dump it, couldn't we? Let's do it. Let's not wait for it to end up in the stockpile. Let's just dump all that allanite. Bang, done. Sorted. Nice. Sal says, I got a Twitch raiding achievement when I raided here today. Oh, very exciting. I keep forgetting to look at those. To be honest, I'm at that point now where you don't get any more achievements until you've got like 75 people watching regularly and shit like that, which is still, it feels very out of reach, you know? Doesn't feel like I'm going to be getting any more of those chieves anytime soon. But maybe not. Maybe, who knows? I'm sat learning OBS right now. I think I need about 4 screens. It feels like that, but you will be able to do stuff with 2. Trust me, it'll be fine. Captain of the Guard Major Farts is fighting, but who? A dwarf planter necromancer. Oh shit, we've ended up with necromancers in the fortress again, and they're having a little Barney, are they? They're having a little ruction. A little fighty fight. Where was that? Is there more happening here? He's calmed down. Okay, it looks like they were having some kind of fight in the Farmers Guild, but whatever. We'll let that plan out. We'll let it work out. It'll be fine. It can be done. Yeah, definitely done. I've done it before. Back in the old Dark Souls day, I think I did a few single monitor streams. But then once I realised I could just plug a TV in, you know, just whatever. Whatever. You only need one good monitor to play the game on. The other one can be just like a dinky little thing for having the OBS and the chat on. Easy peasy. Is it worth having a separate burrow for these fort-ending deadophiles? Possibly. Possibly. We could keep the necromancers in their own little separate zone. Take me to the necrozone. We could put them all in the graveyard. Actually, that sounds like a terrible idea. That sounds like an idea that wouldn't even backfire. It would just fire. You know, anyone with half a brain could realise that that was going to be poor choice. Where should we keep these people who raise corpses? With the corpses? Maybe, maybe not. What's this stockpile over here, and why has it got doors in it? It's a furniture stockpile. We've got a door stockpile and a... What's in this one? Beds. Okay, we definitely don't need these. PX. Let's get rid of these stockpiles. We've got the appropriate stockpiles near the appropriate workshops. And what's this stockpile here? Weapons, you say. And what am I collecting in here? Weapons and trap components. Pretty much just trap components. You know what I'm going to do, though? I am going to forbid anything that's standard, well-crafted, finely crafted, or superior. Everything else is going in the melty pile. That's the plan, at least. There we go. We'll only sell exceptional masterwork and artifacts. Although, maybe we shouldn't sell artifact spike balls. That might upset the dwarves. We should probably keep those in our fortress. Maybe even use them in traps. That would make sense. I used to only have one monitor and chat on my phone. Yeah, entirely doable. Entirely doable. Although, any excuse for multiple monitors for me. I love just whacking in more monitors. I've definitely had streams where I've got every screen in the house and plugged them into my computer. I did one with the front room TV, one of the TVs out of my son's bedroom, well, the TV out of my son's bedroom, both my working monitors and the one that is now knackered. It's great. It's very great. Oh, we've got a ghost. Oh, I forgot about the ghost, yeah. Build, Alt-S, there's our slab. We'll whack it in here. Lovely slab whacker. And in go the memorials. Alt-S, yep, one there. Press X. Another memorial. Alt-S, enter X to see the list. Another memorial. Alt-S, enter X to see the list. And that's the final memorial, I believe. That should deal with the ghost. Or, more correctly pronounced, ghost. This stockpile here definitely doesn't need buckets in it. We've got more than enough bucket stockpiles. This don't need traction benches. Doesn't need floodgates. Cabinets. Oh no, we want anvils in there, not buckets. Not boxes and bags. I think that's good though. Everything else is good. I don't think we want sandbags in here, do we? I think what we want is sandbags down here by the sand workshops. It's the glass workshops rather. Magma kilns, magma glass furnaces. Let's get some sand stocked up. So PU furniture. I'm going to make a sand stockpile down here. I could also make it a clay stockpile, but nah. There we go. That's going to be my sand stockpile. I'm going to click on that. Say settings, furniture. We're going to again forbid all types. Go to there and add sandbags. And I think that will result in sand being collected in bags, right? Provided we have empty bags, which may be an issue thinking about it. If I go to my manager and type in sand, we can have collect sand as a perpetual order going through any old workshop. It'll be good. It'll be good. Seems good. I got the desk space for two 40-inch monitors, and my Meermate just replaced one going spare. Nice. Very nice. Always good to get. I got my 4K monitor second hand. A friend of mine was acquired it in an office clear out, and he gave it to me, which is very nice. All hail base on Mars. What a lovely fella. I had the tiniest little desk when I started streaming. I had to buy a shrunken keyboard and a small mouse mat to get everything to fit. Drew Smith says, I've commandeered the dining table. That's what I'm doing right now. My computer normally lives in my bedroom at the end of my bed, and me and Kel watch stuff on it over night time. Last night we saw Lovecraft Country. Very good. I'm enjoying it. Second episode's a little bit shakier than the first, but it's still enjoying it. And whenever I stream, I have to move it downstairs and put it on the dining room table, or in the front room, or wherever I feel like it, wherever there's room. Wherever there's room. Don't forget the clothing industry. You're very right there. That's true, but it will happen. It will happen. We're just going to wait for this save to go. I have an L-shaped desk, thinking of getting a standing one. Ooh, nice. Very fancy. I'd give a standing desk a go, but I feel like I'd want to try it somewhere else. I mean, I've literally got nowhere to put a desk. My computer it has no permanent home. It's the littlest hobo at the moment, but that's fine. It doesn't need a home. It doesn't have to be anywhere permanently. I've been digging Lovecraft Country and loving it, but I'm an elder Scary Gods Lovecraft whore. I mean, me too. I love a bit of Lovecraft. Well, I love the Cthulhu mythos. I love everything that came out of the Chaosium, or Chaosium, however you want to pronounce it, game world. Absolutely love that. The books are fun, but I mean, they're not the best read in the world. I feel like the things Lovecraft inspired are definitely what I'm into. I really love that shit. But I feel like although the supernatural elements kind of make like a lot of sense for the world, I don't know, they just don't. It feels a bit goofy once you see them. Playing a game of Call of Cthulhu, you've got it in your mind how it is, and it feels spookier, whereas you see it in the in the flesh, so to speak, and it's like, this is a little less sinister and a bit more goofy than I anticipated, but nonetheless, very good, very good. Standing desk is good for telesales. Assert dominance. Oh, intriguing. Sal, going back to the Billiam question, if I had a Billiam, I'd get one of those fancy surrounding visual thing chairs so I could have chat on one and wiki on the other with a game in the middle. Oh, I'd get one of those Lawnmower Man VR setups in the gyro ball. That would be amazing. I'd become like Job from Lawnmower Man. Oh, hello, did someone just mood? I think someone just mooed. They did. Dusim Kolkathil, the carpenter, is taken by a fey mood. Very exciting. Exactly, that's exactly the point, Mikey. I mean, it's not really easy. The thing also is, a lot of the whole, ignoring the I don't like people who aren't like me aspect of Lovecraft, a lot of the sort of stuff was from the sort of the early fumblings of like science to do with like cosmology and deep time, evolution. These new scientific vistas were opening up in Lovecraft's era that were very much sort of like new unexplored territory for writers, whereas these days I feel like a lot of things that would have
Lovecraft would have written about like as terrifying things are just mundane, you know. And so what isn't Lovecraftian in the modern world is kind of different, you know. Like the idea of like those kind of scientific frontier ideas have moved on considerably, and now it's, I don't know, quantum mechanics and not even quantum mechanics, quantum computing and AI and those kind of areas of research. Whereas, you know, was relativity a thing in Lovecraft's lifetime? I don't think Einstein discovered that until a bit later on, did he? Or did he? When did the theory of relativity become publicly widely known? When was Einstein elevated to fame? He was in the sort of 40s and 50s, is that right? He's like post-Lovecraft era, I think. I don't know. That one Lovecraft short story about the invisible grubs that fill our air rolling over us constantly, we never noticed them. That the kind of stuff that Giga was into. Yes, you only see that kind of stuff in manga now. You do. A lot of Junji Ito's got a kind of Lovecraftian tinge to it, but I feel like you do see that stuff around. I think there's a lot because I think like the Alien movie, and to a degree Aliens, is somewhat of a Lovecraftian story, right? It's that cosmic horror. The idea, like at the core of it, I think, is like the realization of the insignificance of mankind. Like the creature gets on the ship in Alien, doesn't really give a fuck, and just kills everybody in a very creepy body horror, symbolically rapey kind of way. Not that is that particularly Lovecraft, that element of it? I'm not sure, but you know, I thought Einstein was the 30s and Lovecraft was largely the 20s. Oh, right, yeah. Yes, Garnbergian. Lovecraft did have a bit of a problem with not white people, which is, it's a shame. It's a shame, but I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? And as long as people are kind of, I think he'd hate Lovecraft Country, but you know, I feel as long as it's discussed and people are like aware of it and don't just sort of ignore it, it's fine. I mean, I've said this before on the stream, but it took me a lot longer to realise that than it should have done. Like, considering some of the actual text in the stories. Like when Herbert West finds that boxer, the description of the boxer, when I read it, I was like, why is no one commenting on the fact that an actual monster is in the boxing ring? This seems very weird. And then I'm like, oh, it's not an actual monster, it's just a black guy. And Lovecraft is very upset by the fact that this person exists, which is, you know, sad, but at least we know, and we can, you know, we can accept that, not accept it as a thing, but you know, we can understand it as an element of the medium, the media, not the medium. General relativity was around before the 1920s. Oh, okay. Cosmic horror combined with greedy corporations trying to profit off of it. Yes, actually, the whole idea of like the sort of nihilistic pursuit of profit above all else does the corporate kind of thing, like in Aliens, it does have a Lovecraftian kind of sensibility to it, doesn't it? Like men delving for information that they should not know for power and stuff like that, you know, and just basically raw financial money. Whatever. The Xeno is very body horror. Free hugs, free face hugs, lovely. I was like that with Brer Rabbit attacking the Tar Baby. Oh god, I mean, here's a bit of a blast of something that I am, one of my favourite films as a kid was Song of the South. We used to rent it from Broadway Video where I lived, and I'd watch that, and there was another video that I got at the same time, and I must have seen that film probably about 30-40 times as a kid, and just straight over my head. I had no idea, and now the Disney Corporation has that one safely locked away in the vault forevermore, never to be seen by the eyes of humans again. Kind of like Shadowrun. Yeah, Shadowrun is kind of stuff like that, yeah. Cultists in suit and ties. I mean, there's not that much like separating a cult from a corporation in a sort of abstract way. I mean, it's just that generally the justification for a cult seems to be more supernatural and religious, but not always. a corporation's kind of a money cult, really. If you kind of squish the ideas around in your head a bit and try and put that oval peg in that round hole. There's a free Shadowrun game on Epic this week or next. Looking forward to it. Oh, that's a good point. The Cult of Mammon. Yeah. Ah, dear. Facebook's totally not a cult. I'll tell you what is a cult, though. Blender. I've seen the thumbnail for a video going around that I've been meaning to watch because I know for a fact that Blender is a cult, but it's the best cult. It's the most awesome cult in the world, and you should join it too. Where were we? Was that a notification of a Fey Mood? Good, he's claimed a carpenter's workshop. Let's let the time advance. Right. What's our happiness levels in the fort like? 7 and 5 in the SADs. That's not too bad. How about if I check Dwarf Therapist? Population's 70. We've lost somebody, but I don't know who it was. Hopefully that will be the only person we lose. Begun the mysterious construction already. Very exciting. I'm seeing notifications that we don't have empty bags, so I need to... Well, I can't quite action Sal's request, or not request, suggestion of a clothing industry because I've made the rooms a bit too big. Should I, he says, doing it without even waiting to ask the question of whether he should or not, speed this up a bit by sectioning it into zones? And I think I should. Take me to the clothing zone. Go like this. There we go. Then we'll get a nice area here that we can make a stockpile for thread and put a loom here, etc, etc, working our way up this corridor to make more clothes. Very exciting. Oh, someone's throwing a tantrum. Major Farts, Captain of the Guard. Over to Therapist. Let's have a quick look at Therapist and see what's going on here. Happiness. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 miserable motherfuckers sitting in the fortress, one of whom is a brewer / necromancer who is stark raving mad. Now, I feel like I want to get these people in a bridge accident, but one of them being mad makes that a little bit difficult. We can't exactly use a burrow or a military squad. And these people here aren't looking exactly happy. There's quite a few of them looking pretty miffed. What's upset them? Let's have a quick look. Horrified after witnessing death. Exasperation caught in the rain. Oh god, it doesn't look great. Anger. This is an unknown thought. 262 instances of an unknown thought. Bloody hell. That seems unusual. Very exotic mind. The new Doom games kind of play with that. I've not yet given the Doom games a go. I keep seeing the first one in the new series going down to a $5, but I feel like I could buy. It's just, much as I'm interested, I don't feel like it's not my kind of game, if you see what I mean. I'm not so into first-person shooters at the moment, he says, having played Armour 3 with Chunky Nut for hours the other day. I just got back into this game after a long break, says Admiral Praxis, trying to get my chops back before Steam release. There are so many new features I love. It is a pretty special game, isn't it? It is pretty fucking good. Certainly on my list of all-time favourites. And, let's face it, I could be finishing off Red Dead Redemption 2 or Death Stranding, but I'm not. I'm sitting here playing Dwarf Fortress. Because I love it. Arrest him on some trumped-up charge like spitting at a kitten. That's not the worst idea, actually. That's quite a sensible move. I'd checked that unknown thought in the units view thought screen. It seems suspicious. Okay, let me just check who had the unknown thought. Oh, don't tell me it was you, Sal. Come on, Sal. Why you got to do this to me? Why you got to be committing thought crimes? That's not ideal. Where is it? It wasn't you. That's fine. What about Tidy? Was it you, Tidy? Let me find out if it was Tidy. Nope. what about Rigoth? Bear with me, I'm just in therapist at the moment, having a little peek at stuff. Not them either. Oh, I can't find who it was. Is it Major Farts? No. Dumat? No. Oh, Christ. Charlie? Charlie says... personality dour as a rule. I don't know who's had this unknown. Ah, shit, I can't find who it was who had the unknown thought now. Was it Frothy? No. Was it Sigan? I haven't got the list now. Disgust? No. Is it Shizoo? No. Is it Dodok here? Oh, god damn it, I can't find them. Oh, here it goes. It's Olin Dastolin. Okay, let's find them. U, press S for search. No, Q. Olin. That one, the carpenter, currently giving water. Let's have a little look inside your mind. V, and enter. Okay. It's a great day to fall in love all over again. Okay, let's see this. Anyone see the unknown thought? Satisfied about learning about growing, satisfied remembering, alarmed after seeing Toulon Bellsblaze's dead body, citizen of the Triangular Town, member of the Bearded Machine. Right, let's have another quick look at the Dwarf Therapist pop up. Bear with me. Satisfied after learning about clothes making, joy. I don't see it. Does anyone see it? Loud noises. Oh. Okay. Garnbergian says, I cannot recommend Dune enough. Pure mechanical and audio pleasure. It does seem like if I'm going to enjoy a game like that, that would be the one. That would be the one. Yeah, I noted actually, Sal, it is the Captain of the Guard who's the angry lad. Angry chap. Future Crimes Minority Report was good, and another Philip K. Dick story that dude wrote some shit. He did. Philip K. Dick was an amazing author. Apparently, and we've definitely had this happen on stream before, do androids dream of electric sheep? We Will Remember For You Wholesale, and I think it's called Minority Report, which became the films Blade Runner, Total Recall and Minority Report, are all set in the same world and are part of a series, apparently. I'm not entirely sure. The perfect trumped up charge, Elven Thoughts. Yes, that would be a perfect charge. I lost my last thought to a bad choice of Captain of the Guard. As soon as he required stuff, he started smashing heads and caused a tantrum spiral. Oh, Paycheck. What was the book that was based on? I forgot the film Paycheck. That was ages ago. For some reason, I had that mixed up in my mind with Johnny Mnemonic. Oh, We Will Remember For You Wholesale was the basis of Johnny Mnemonic. No. We Will Remember For You Wholesale, I thought, was Total Recall. That was the book name of the film Total Recall, because it's to do with the implanting of memories for the sake of having a holiday. Paycheck was the name of the movie and the novelette. Oh, okay. Is that also Philip K. Dick? What a guy. What a lad. I mean, come on. Okay, let's get out of here. And there's not much we can do about loud noises right now, but maybe down the line. They're digging out our clothing area. We can get this sorted. Don't worry. We'll have them making bags for sand in no time. Oh.
Dusim Kolkathil the carpenter has created Desrem Marban, a chestnut table. He claims it as a family heirloom.
Ooh, sounds nice. Let's have a little look at this chestnut table. Slowed cradle, chestnut table. Worth £4 grand, not fantastic. This is a chestnut table. All Crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of hazelwood. This object menaces with spikes of chestnut. On the item is an image of Dela Council Ring, the dwarf and dwarves in Willow. Dela Council Ring is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Dela Council Ring to the position of Queen of the Triangular Town in 286. Oh, I'm not that excited by that item. It's okay, but it's not what I would call a red hot show. A red hot show? That'd be a weird thing to call anything other than a red hot show. With the reverse engineer, where he gave up the memory of reverse engineering competitor products for clients. Oh, okay. Oh, God, I don't know why I can't remember the plot of Paycheck. I remember the film vaguely. I know I've seen it. Ben Affleck and Uma Thurman. Was Uma Thurman in Gattaca? I remember Gattaca being really good, and I don't know if that's just me having a faulty young mind at the time, or if it actually was good. Also, there was a kind of there was a film called The 13th Floor, which was quite good. I seem to remember that one. That was based in like a 1930s world. There was also what was the other one I was thinking of just now? Not Gattaca, not The 13th Floor. Oh, that was never mind. Never mind. It'll come to me later. Put it in the middle of a corridor where everybody walks past. It will cheer them up. Yeah, I could do that actually. Ethan Hawke and Jude Law. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Now the plot of Gattaca's coming back to me a bit faster now. 13 Sins, 13 Ghosts was fun. The one with the glass house, based on like a remake of a William Castle film. I don't think I've seen 13 Sins. That doesn't ring a bell. That doesn't ring a bell at all. But 13 Ghosts, definitely remember that one. Classy when the lawyer gets very good. I watched a pretty decent Japanese horror film recently called Nioh, Nioh, I think. I saw a guy. I watched a YouTuber just talking about how it's a really good example of sort of realism in movies, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll give that a crack. Like in the style of filming rather than the actual content, and that turned out to be pretty good. That was worth a watch. I don't know if I've got the name right though. Let me just do a quick search, see if I got that right. Yeah, Nioh. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, Nioh Curse. It's a slow burner, but it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. Then again, I haven't really watched. It's not a found footage film, but it's found footage adjacent. It's presented as a documentary. Although I watched a horror film recently which was done in the documentary style, but the documentary was like a beginning and end piece. It was a bookend of the story, and the film's marketing was like everybody who watches this film will die, and it turned out to be a bit shit. Oh, I say a bit shit. It turned out to be absolute pants. Well worth a watch though. I would recommend that one. Okay, so stockpile time. It's going to be a cloth stockpile, and it's going to be for thread. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this little bit of the stockpile room like that. We're going to click there, press S, go down to the cloth area, or up, and we're going to forbid all the finished cloths and metal thread. There we go. All of that goes in there. And then now we build workshop. What's a loom? Oh, cool. Pop this loom in here, like that. Make it have a nice. Let's make another loom. Let's make two looms. Two looms. There we go. Two nice looms which we can use to turn our threads into cloths. That'll be good, won't it? Let's now cut this area out as well. D priority 2. Gonna go there and there. We're gonna put just regular old cloth there. Excuse me. And then we'll do a stockpile next to it for leather as well. And we'll put our leather works in with our clothes makers. Once we've done the loom, I think it is just clothes makers and leather workers, isn't it, that go in here? Nothing too fancy. Hello, Libero Ludos. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Hell House LLC and its sequels are worth a watch. Let me just Google that. Hell House LLC. Limited liability company. Oh, is this the one about like a haunted house thing? I might have seen this. I think I have seen this. What have I got queued up? There's I've got a zombie film called Blood Quantum queued up that I want to watch. I've seen I watched Mandy and Colour Out of Space, so that's not on my queue anymore. I've got to try and remember what I've got in my queue of things to watch. If I go... oh no, why have I gone off on such a weird tangent? Well, I got off on a movie tangent. This is no good. People are here for Dwarf Fortress, not movies. Mary Poppins Returns? Somebody's been on my account. What's this about? Sea Fever, that looked interesting. This is definitely going strange. What's going on here? Okay, maybe I don't have that much stuff in my queue. The Lighthouse, gotta watch that. Actually, it turns out I don't have a whole heap of stuff in my queue. I thought I did, but apparently not. Apparently not. Oh, the remake of Suspiria. I still haven't seen that as well. Oh well. Oh well, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'll get through my backlog. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. There we go. Nick Cage making a comeback from being owned by the IRS. Isn't it like the second time he's had financial issues? Because I feel like 50% at least of Nicolas Cage's movies are, you know, basically done for the tax service. Right, let's do another stockpile. Another cloth stockpile, but this time, not thread, actual finished cloth. Very exciting. There we go. Done that, click there, press S, go to the cloth section, forbid, and we'll also forbid metal cloth. Nice, because we don't want adamantine cloth to even exist, so we're not even going to acknowledge it in stockpiles. Never! Then, just to make sure they finish the area they're in, I'm going to go back to priority, priority 3 will be fine. Come over here, I'm going to dig out this little zone here, and we're going to put a leather stockpile in there, I think. Yeah. A leather stockpile, and once that's in place, I think we can start digging out on this side and putting in some more workshops. I might even put a couple of clothiers workshops right here. Let's do it. Build workshop. Clothiers workshop is K. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why would it be any other kind of letter? That's silly to think otherwise. There we go. A couple of clothiers workshops there. I will probably end up with more of those. We'll have one clothier's workshop that does hats, one that does trousers, that kind of thing. But that's for later on down the line. Once we've dug out a bit more space. I've probably got room for the leather stockpile already, haven't I? Yeah, let's do it. P. Leather is L. We're going to make it over here. Bump, bump. And then diddly, 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 donk. That should be big enough. Click. Let's just check what goes into the leather stockpile. I think it's basically, yeah, just every kind of leather. And that's fine. That's all we want. Leather in there. It's all good. It's all good. Blood Quantum looks freaky deaky. Colour Out of Space and Mandy were good. I enjoyed both of those. Although I do understand people's criticisms of Colour Out of Space when they want to say that the colour is pink. Don't forget the Farmer's Workshop to turn the plants into thread. Or do you already have that? That's a good question. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a thread Farmer's Workshop thing here.
No, not there. There. Do that and that. Bang, bang. Once that's dug out, we'll put a couple of farmers' workshops in there to make thread from pigtails. We have got them spinning thread from animal stuff, but not making stuff out of plant threads. That's not being done at the moment. That's processed plant fibres, isn't it? If I remember rightly. Ah, they're moving all the cloth. That's good. That's good. Are they neglecting the allanite, though? It looks like they might be. Oh no, it looks like all the allanite's been moved. Good. Good. Very exciting. Have we still got allanite laying around in here? We have DBD. Let's redesignate some allanite for dumping. And then we'll have to go back in to the stock screen and undump all of those lovely, lovely wheelbarrows. Then again, we could let them all get hauled into the stockpile and then undump them then. That might make more sense, mightn't it? But then again, when has this stream ever focused on making sense? That's insane. Wheelbarrow. There we go. We want to get rid of all the no flag ones. So there we go. And oh, this is easy. Every single one needs dumping. Lovely. Oh, look at this. So much simpler. I don't know why, but it feels simpler than last time. It probably isn't. It's probably almost exactly the same experience, yet for some reason I just feel a little bit more relaxed about it right now. Just a little easier to deal with. Come on. The ones that are in jobs are alright. It's the ones that aren't in jobs that annoy me because they take you straight to the top of the list when you undump them. Who wants to go to the top of the dumping list? Not me. Not me. Nearly done. Nearly done. Just a few more wheelbarrows to designate as undumped and we're good. Come on. Two more. Two more stacks anyway. There we go. 8 more and done. Lovely. Now they'll move some of that allanite into the next stockpile and things can be a little bit more quantum than they were before. That's the second time I've done the Quantum Leap theme tune this stream. I hope everybody appreciates that. Humiliating myself with my knowledge of 80s and 90s TV shows. Did Quantum Leap go into the 90s? I'm not sure it did. Is the cloth what you make bags out of? It is. Very good. Just to add confusion, Total Recall 2 was planned with Martian telepaths based on the unknown at the time book Minority Report. Ah, interesting. Sliders and Warehouse 13, 2 classic tea time sci-fi shows in the same vein. I enjoyed Warehouse 13. It was very silly, but it was good fun. I kind of wish I'd discovered it after my kids were born, because I think my son would enjoy it. Mind you, he's nuts deep in Doctor Who right now. Not literally, that's... but he's all about Doctor Who. Which is good, I think. I think it's nice to have something you really enjoy. Right, what am I supposed to be putting in this little bit here? Is this where I'm going to stockpile all the clothes? I think it might have to be. This might be where I end up putting all the clothes, and all the raw materials can stay here, and all the processing can get done on this side. We do need a leatherworks though, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go at priority 2, I'm going to clear out this area down here. Did you see that bit of spittle fly out of my mouth? That was quite the projectile. There we go, 2, and then we'll make this area here priority 3, and then the rest can be priority 4. It'll be all good. It'll be all good. 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 It would be nice to get some sandbags being made though, wouldn't it? So, put an order in here. Add. Made out of cloth, I think. And then we make a cloth bag. Alt W. Yes, please. Shift A. Bag of any cloth. 5 to 10. That should be good. Do I want to make a stockpile to keep them in? Yes, I think I do. But do I want to make it here? No, I don't think I do. I think I want to make that down by the sand gathering zone. Yeah? Do I? Yeah, I do. I've got to find out where that is, though. Uh-oh.
The weir-mole Ikefe Fakifino has come. A large mole twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow golden yellow. Its sepia hair is patchy. Now you will know why you fear the night.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He's right here, next to one of our outdoor boys. Not ideal. A clothier, indeed. Someone whose industry is just beginning. This is not what I would call optimal. However, it is what I would call an excellent cliffhanger. It's only 10 minutes till I end the stream. Do I just take this as a perfect moment to freeze frame on and pause? Or do we allow it to pan out a bit more? You know what? I'm calling it. I'm taking this as a divine indicator that I should stop playing Dwarf Fortress and start looking for somebody to raid. So, with that in mind, alert, alert, panic, panic, to the burrow, close the gates, etc. Get the alert in place. You're good. You've got a very good point there. M.A. burrow. There we go. Chunky did show me a different way to do alerts, but I'll have to go over that next time. Speaking of which, we need to arrange when to do our dual stream. So we need to figure out what we're doing with that. I think the first one probably just playing our own fortresses and feeding each other's streams through to each other. That's probably the best bet. But I'll Discord you, and if I don't, Discord me, because my memory is bad, very bad. Anyway, where were we? Those of you watching the YouTube recording, thank you very much for doing so. It's been a pleasure recording for you, but it is time for you to fuck off. So, with that in mind, please, fuck off.